Just a really quick thing. Keep in mind that this is my bad controller, so my right stick doesn't really work when I'm trying to turn to the right. So if me like looking around for something or someone is really, really janky, that's why. Because the right stick on my controller is broken, unfortunately. Not broken, but janky. So, Speed Force, me, Zachary, Welp, Escalator. Okay, everybody was in chat. Escalator and Sammy weren't talking, and then halfway through, Sammy left.
Oh? So you won 5-6.
He didn't leave, he left chat.
Oh.
Oh my god, I was like, what are you talking about?
You didn't say left chat. You said he just left.
I said everybody was in chat. Escalator and Sammy weren't talking, but then halfway through, he left chat.
There you go. That's different.
Because we were in spawn, waiting to attack, talking about Chipotle. No friendly. Our soldiers like no friendly banter. I guess business only.
It's nice to have like Discord-esque talks while you're playing. Those are always fun.
It wasn't even like while we were like playing. We were in spawn.
Nice to meet those people. So they have Moira, Lucio, Bastion, Orisa, Soldier, Diva. Huh. This is interesting. You also have Moira, Lucio, Orisa, Diva, but you have a McCree instead of a Bastion. So fairly similar team comps. So I'm interested to see how this plays out. So well, alright, you just have to start, whatever. I think she's going to eat it, though. Yeah, because you're not getting any ticks off, so Diva kind of eats that pretty quick. You aren't really in the threat of a ton of burst damage, or an instant kill, but the most burst damage that can happen to you is Soldier, so you can play kind of aggressively. I would be careful of Bastion, though, to be honest.
He was, if you can see out of the pink, he was really, really far back. We did not allow him to set up one time. He was not a threat.
That's really good. That's pretty much what you need to do.
I said that. I was like, nobody's really a threat except for the Pharah that they have eventually, and the Bastion, so.
Nice orb placement. Alright, so now you have to acknowledge that Afara is in the air. So I would just say at this point, because you just literally got booped away, is kind of see if you can spot her from anywhere and then call her out to your McCree or your Soldier. Cause,
I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, you... if you can spot it out, then McCree and Soldier can take her out pretty quickly. But since you have 2 hit scans, it shouldn't be that difficult for them.
Oh, yeah, our Soldier was on top of her.
Okay.
Playing aggressively, backing up.
This kind of sucks because obviously your Moira got more healing in than you. So at this point, you just gotta try and build up yours faster than hers. The thing was it's just because they took a lot of damage, and that's why she got it. I'm assuming. She was primarily healing.
We all were talking about. None of us heard her coalescence. There was no audio cue.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. I've had that happen with a couple of things, but you know what can you do? You've mainly had offensive orbs, but that's just because you haven't really needed to heal. You know about the faster healing trick anyway, which is just tapping instead of holding, and we can't exactly do the scroll wheel thing like on mouse and keyboard, but our best alternative is to just tap it for more healing.
Sorry, I'll turn my fan off. I just realized it was on.
Yeah, so right now you have 5 alts.
We do.
Communicate with your team. I hope you do. Don't tell me if you do, but I hope you do. Use at least 1 and at most 2 during every fight. Honestly, your Soldier could just burst down that Bastion, period, because they don't have immortality and they just have Moira for really the pocket. So your Soldier should... Well, your McCree, too. Your McCree could help out as well. Just kind of like voice together, hey, let's just burst down the Bastion real quick. McCree fires, Soldier fires, and Helix rockets. He'll be dead within like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say as soon as they start pushing around this corner, you might want to have either your ult go through or probably soldiers. You could have waited 2 seconds because your orb is on cooldown. Yes, but your orb is on cooldown. You weren't being pressured. You have 2 seconds until an orb comes out, and then you throw the damage orb and then coalescence. It bursts people down much more faster.
Oh, yeah. It was... There was a reason, and now I can't think of it.
You weren't being pressured at all. So whatever reason it was, I don't know.
Because Arisa's about to ult as well.
Which is really not fine. Yeah. But, I mean, the best thing that you could have said there was, I'm going to use mine. And if Arisa thinks that she needs to ult, then whatever. That's her fault. Just communicate it and say, hey, I'm going to use mine. Nobody else use yours if you wanted to do that. But good, you're... So that's our problem, is using 3 ultimates right there. Did we kill all of them? Yes. Are they going to have more ults than us when they come back? Probably. Because right now, what do we have? We have 3 ults, and they are coming online with 4. They almost have Moira ult, and she's going to get that extremely fast. I wouldn't be surprised. You should also be noting that Pharah probably has her ultimate. So what she's going to try to do is you're going to want to ask your soldier. So what I would have your soldier do is either... Soldier and McCree, actually. Have probably Soldier come into this high ground over here. Have McCree try to either stay up here or down here while Soldier's up here. Have somebody up on this high ground to make sure Pharah doesn't flank. Because everybody's down there. D.Va
I feel like that's not me, though.
What do you mean?
I feel like what you're saying right now is a Soldier McCree thing and not a Moira thing.
Yeah, I'm saying tell your team, hey, Pharah might have ult. Somebody go high ground to contest her so she doesn't sneak by. Because she could sneak by through here. She could also sneak by through here if you're not paying attention. And meanwhile, she walks through, jump jets up.
I did half of that.
Probably could boop somebody off like the Soldier from here. And then kill both you and Arisa. Unless you have Fade. Obviously, if you have Fade, you could either fade behind this rock or to underneath the gas station, which will probably give you
I said
cover.
I said Pharah, D.Va absolutely have ult, and then I didn't listen to myself at all, and I got killed. But it was only me. Our Soldier, his tracking was great, so he got her wicked fast. She ate it. I just didn't shoot that into her defense matrix.
Yeah, she kind of just walked up and started DMing, but I think she was DMing the poke damage. So now they're coming up. This is the point where I would say listen and listen carefully. Also, stop standing still. You should always be moving. The one thing that I hate that you do is you stand still occasionally. And it's so funny when you instantly get killed because you're standing still.
Well, I did that because I was behind a corner to shield, and your mother texted me.
Still.
Fine. That beat was fine.
the beat was okay to counter the Moira ult, but obviously you could have waited it out a lot longer.
I don't have.
What did you use Fade on?
I used it to back up because I heard her ult. I was like really pushed up. I was like up here. I think it was further up actually. I like started to be really aggressive. Oh Jesus, sorry. I started to be really aggressive. Yeah, I heard her ult and I faded back.
You got booped and you faded back. I guess that's okay, but then again, Moira doesn't have the DPS in order to kill you that quickly. So, I mean, it was a questionable fade, and if that bomb was placed instead of here, was placed up top over here, you definitely would have been dead.
Instead of watching me for this part, can we watch our Arisa, but in third person, not first person? I just want to see what she did. I didn't die, so that's why I'm saying.
She puts down a shield before the bomb explodes, like we just saw it. Does she just drop the bomb? I think their plan was, hey, let's punish.
No, keep going. She doesn't just drop it. She throws
Soldier solo ults the Pharah to get rid of Barrage. I like it.
Beat which is yeah, she threw it. Okay, that
Very
was good
well
timing.
timed. Well timed. I forgot I can't switch between Diva, which
There we go.
sucks.
Healing the ground. Throwing an orb for no reason.
Yeah, orb, questionable. Definitely didn't need it. Now you wish you had the orb. Recently needs to put a shield down. Good bomb because Bastion got literally nothing. Should be
He was
healing.
ulting too. I am.
Okay,
Healing.
so well, I guess I would say peel more for your other healer than the tanks. If you have to, just spray enough healing their way to keep them alive. You don't have to heal them up to full.
I try to. Literally, the first thing he said to me was, "Don't focus on me," but I still
Okay.
do. I always do. I always try to.
You should, because they are your other healer. While tanks
Oh,
do
yeah.
create the space and do make a lot of space,
Mhm.
obviously your main tank should probably be more focused than your off tank, because they're your main tank, and your other healer should be a lot of your focus too, because they're also the other one who takes a lot of the pressure off of you, so you don't have to primarily focus on healing, and you don't have to worry constantly about healing. You can do
It's the
some
same
damage in
kind of
between.
thing. Like, yeah, see, I wasn't ready for her to go behind us at all.
So this is just awareness. You can go ahead though.
It's the same kind of thing when I play Mercy and our DPS gets mad when I res our other healer.
Well,
Like-
it's different if they have ultimate. If they have their ultimate, that's a bit understandable. But if it is the other healer and they have another DPS, I'd say I'd rather res the healer too.
I'm talking like both tanks are still alive or other DPS still alive. One of our healers and one of our DPS dies.
Yeah,
I'm absolutely gonna res the healer.
Res the healer. Yeah, this is just an awareness thing because she shot at you once before she barraged. I'm almost certain she did. I hate divas. I hate divas just at this point. But let's just go to your point of view, I guess, because we can't go to the Pharah specifically. Hello, soldier T-posing. There we go. So, orb. Bastion doesn't get a kill because
It's bad.
Destruct. So, at this point, they need an ultimate to you fade to get rid of the burst damage, I'm assuming, but I don't think it was 100% necessary because at this point, Pharah is above you. She hits a rocket twice onto your Orisa. You try to focus the Orisa. She's above you, and she does the rocket barrage thing where she throws off one rocket and then uses her barrage, pretty much doing instant damage to you and Orisa.
Mm-hmm.
So, awareness, I'd say, is pretty big.
Oh, yeah. Not that I'm making... What am I doing? Right stick. Not that I'm making excuses. My awareness sometimes is garbage. The right side of my headset doesn't work. So I have to turn my volume up.
Yeah, so right here you should probably try to ask your soldier to regroup, but I think he's going to die.
I did. I said back up, back up, back up. I was like, I shot an orb to you. I don't know if it's going to get to you. And he's like screaming.
Yeah, so you're trying to go peel for him. He dies. You go with your diva. You should probably wait at least around the corner. You miss the orb, which is, I guess it's okay. You're in Plat.
a rough one.
It's not that big of a deal. You definitely should. Okay, you had 6 seconds on the cooldown timer, so I'm not gonna ping you for that. They also beated as soon as you coalescence, so that kind of sucks. When they do that, when you do. Oh, you both did.
Oh.
That kind of sucks. So what I'd say is try to sync up with your other healer on which ultimates you want to use, because this should not happen, especially if the Moira has coalescence and you both use beat and coalescence at the same time. Lucio gets his B off and Moira doesn't use coalescence. You already used coalescence and beat. So you're pushing them, but you don't get a kill, and then the Moira used coalescence, team wipe. So communication. Nice in the damage. Heal up just a little bit. Faded a little bit too early.
I was like, who said it? our Arisa was like, "Why were you behind the shield?" And I was like, "I was behind the shield, a different shield." My brain did not register the opposite Arisa's shield is not going to protect me from this bomb. Because I was like, oh, I'll just go behind this Moira and kill her, thinking that their shield was going to protect me. So that was a
Yeah.
huge blonde moment.
So ultimately, Orb was a feels bad man. Coalescence, need to communicate with your teammates, and then the bomb is the
That was just me being
is the big rough one. I think it might have landed on payload. Let's see where it lands because I'm interested. Because I definitely know she didn't place it very well.
I'm pretty sure
She
it was
kind of just threw it.
winnable if I didn't do that too.
Okay, so look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
She puts it here. And if you had faded
Into there.
just before it explodes, or faded into here, yes, you could have blocked it. I'm not sure if the Orisa
Jumps onto
tries to
Suicide
take
bombs
it
it?
full force, but misses the shield and ultimately blows herself up.
Yeah, I was just retarded for a second. It's like, what am I doing?
So, yeah, just ask people to regroup. Your McCree's going in there thinking it's still 1.
Yeah, for the first part, he wasn't really listening. Yeah, I was like, back up, dude.
As soon as, even though the diva might eat it, you might actually get a few ticks off. I'd say throw a damage orb just as the doors are opening, because they're not pushing at all. Oh, okay, never mind. They're not pushing at all. Obviously, Diva's gonna eat it, but you know it can't hurt to see maybe Diva's flanking. You know, you have no idea.
This is when they switched to a Reaper, and I was like, all right. Like, obviously they switched a little bit ago. He has all almost, but I didn't realize. None of us noticed. And I was like, they have a Reaper now. And I would say that that's worse than a Pharah.
Yeah, but McCree should be the one who's on that because of his flashbang.
Yeah.
But you also have to be careful because he's going to go for you and your Lucio. So you have to use Fade very effectively here, or else you will die. Good orb.
Thank you.
So you hear him. You hear that he's behind you.
We kept saying, like, kept looking at their team comp and being like, Reaper is the most important one right now. If you see him or hear him, you need to call it out. And so we were completely on top of it.
That's very good because he's not one to be taken very lightly.
Yeah.
So this kind of sucks. You should have had at least asked your Orisa to rotate around the corner because Moira can get no line of sight on anyone if you do go around the corner unless they push her up like they just did. But she just wasted like 70% of it. They also Deadeye and you beat, which I think might save your life. Oh no, did he just use it for extra ammo? I think he just used it for extra ammo.
You might have.
And then they beat, which is fine. You can wait a few seconds, damage orb and coalescence, hopefully.
No, that's one of those things where, yeah, he said Reaper's back on me. I just didn't know what he was talking about. That's one of the things that, like, I know, but I need to practice. That's one of the things I mentioned in the beginning.
Yeah, that is a really good way to just completely wipe their team, is to do a ton of DPS, and by the time your coalescence ends, you'll have another orb back online to either do healing or more damage.
Yep.
So she eats the orb, kind of sucks. You should try to go for their Lucio since I don't see the Moira anywhere. Good bomb. Their Moira is just coming back because I think you killed her. Yeah, so you definitely should have been focusing Lucio there, trying to throw that damage orb towards him. This is good. Kill the diva. You ignored the diva.
No, we staggered her. No, I didn't ignore her.
Okay.
We said to stagger her.
Okay. You staggered her for about half a second, which is fine.
Because our soldier was like, why aren't you killing her? And then shot her. We're like, dude, we were staggering her. Watch this. I literally said, did I just see their Lucio? And I walk over and I'm like, he's just standing there. I killed him. I was like, huge stagger. Idiot.
Yeah, another thing that you can do, obviously you killed him, which was great, but you can try to throw a damage orb over there. But obviously what you did was kind of just walk up to him, but if he was looking your way and headshotted you 3 times, it would have been over. So I just would say be careful. You can throw a damage orb to get an idea if he is there. It's not wasted because your ultimate is being used for recon. Oh, did I just see Lucio? Oh, I did. He's over there. Have McCree or somebody get over there, whoever it is. You know, I wouldn't say it's wasted if it gives you that information. This sucks because you faded early because Orisa was shooting at you. You weren't in immediate danger. Again, nobody can burst you down that quickly.
I was just like really trying to play passively.
Yeah.
Because I have a tendency to DPS a little bit. Can we go back and tell me what orb I shot right before I died?
You shot a damage orb. You shot a damage orb at the
That's not what I meant to do
at
at
the
all.
diva, and I think she ate it.
Check. Yeah, that's not what I meant to do at all.
Or it's just, yeah, it was just on cooldown because of.
No, I used it. Oh, it was a damage orb. Oh, that's not what I meant to do at all.
Well, I mean, you got him down to 1, and he was killed. He only did get 1 kill.
Yeah,
so
that's
you guys are currently even.
That's great, but that's that's not what I meant to do. I meant to shoot a healing orb right before I died.
This is really good because they're down 3, and you guys are up 2, which is good.
This is where I said that our McCree was nasty, and our soldier made fun of me.
Why? You got 3 kills.
He was like, "That's so cute. Who says nasty?" It was like, "Oh, everybody that I know, literally."
Yeah. So at this point, okay, just be careful of Bastion since he can burst you down even while you're in coalescence. Use it mainly for healing.
Yeah.
But McCree kills him, so it's not a big deal. You get Genji with a damage orb. Nice.
This is one of those situations where I'm like, if my right stick looks stupid, I promise I know what I'm trying to do.
I'd say if people are staggering, especially like Luciano and Genji, kind of just back off the cart since Moira isn't super aim intensive. Just back off cart a little bit so you can see them and aim in the right direction instead of spinning around in a circle looking like an idiot.
Well, normally it's not as bad when I can actually turn around.
Okay. So yeah, awareness so far is your biggest issue.
Oh yeah, that's always been one of my biggest issues.
Fading at the right time, I'd say, because I feel like you used fade for burst damage, which kind of sucks, but it's not super bad. I feel like it's just, it just comes with time, I guess, even though you have 100 hours.
Most of the times, not to like at all contradict anything you're saying, most of the times when I fade out of burst damage, not that it should be anything I get in habit of, but normally nothing bad happens. Because normally I'm trying to get back behind my tank, because like I already said, I have a tendency to be in front of them. So normally everything's okay. But it's definitely not a great habit.
Yeah, because once you do get up into those higher elos, stuff like that is going to be punished and going to be punished hard. I don't know how many times I have been in the middle of a game, and as soon as Moira uses fade, everybody should be on her at that exact moment.
Oh, yeah.
She should die at that exact moment. Because that is her one and only escape. She has 6 seconds till she can use it again. That's when everybody should focus her. Again, fade, we already know. Good damage orb off at the start. Your Sombra. Wait, what do we have now? We have Genji, Orisa, Sigma, Mei. So Mei is kind of baloney. You do have EMP Bomb, which is great. Yeah, their comp is a bit weird. But
yeah,
whatever. Obviously, you should be focusing Genji.
Yeah. Their healers were good, and their tanks were fine. Their Lucio was an idiot. They're comp-wise, not skill-wise. Mei Genji, I really don't know how I feel about it. I guess it's good for, like,
Mei's
I'm sure
just a
Blizzard
good
Blade is
character.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mei's just a good character overall. And obviously, if Mei can freeze multiple people, Genji would be good for finishing them off. So I guess it's okay. But
Yeah.
Then again, you do have double shield.
Mm-hmm.
Genji has a good escape, but Mei's normally like...
We don't have double shield, babe. They have double shield.
Yeah. Mei is usually better with, like, probably a Rhine, just so she can be a bit more aggressive instead of
Yeah.
having to escape, because she has nothing to escape besides her icicle. Her cryo. Standing just to push. Good damage orb. Yeah, I'd say here you can be a little bit more aggressive because you still do have Fade, and even though Mei is up there, you still have the ability to escape, and the more damage that you get off, the faster you're going to get to Coalescence before the other Moira. And currently she is 10% above you, which you don't want that to happen, or else you're going to lose the next team fight.
Well, it's also the fact that we're dominating them, so she has more healing going off.
Don't underestimate the other team. Underestimate the other team. Even if you are winning, I have lost to a 4v6 before.
I didn't say underestimated them. I said that's why she's getting Coalescence faster. Because we're destroying them, and she's getting healing off, more healing off. That's what I said.
My bad.
However, we're destroying them.
Yes.
So.
Obviously, it's a little nicer, and you can kind of meme on them. But again, don't underestimate them, because you are still able to lose.
I was like, Diva, I'm sorry! I pushed the wrong button! And then she was really aggressive for some reason. I was like, Diva, I have Orb in 1. Just relax for a second.
That one time. People just get aggressive when you don't heal them. That's kind of how it works.
I was like, oh, sorry, Diva. It's wrong button. And she was like, it's fine.
Completely missed Orisa being low. Now you just realize it. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you throw the orb.
Yeah.
Nice orb around the corner.
I try. We literally just press triangle to win.
You press triangle to win, but I'll allow it, kind of, because it's the last few seconds, but you still don't want to use them at the same time, because if they have ultimates and you have ultimates, you press triangle all at the same time. They press triangle like 10 seconds in between their ultimates. Guess who's going to win?
Not them, because we destroyed them.
So again, communication, but it's not a big deal because it was the end of the match. And you
there was communication. It was press triangle to win. That was the communication that went on.
Exactly. You don't want that kind of attitude.
We do, though.
Don't.
Nope, we do.
So, obviously you need to practice the orb coalescence thing, which it just comes with remembering it, obviously.
Yeah.
Awareness is very, very big. I feel like if you fix that, you'll climb no problem, because the more aware, I guess, that you could get between the games, the faster you will definitely climb, because then you'll get more out of just comms, communication, any sort of plan or idea, any sort of ultimates that you're trying to track. You'll have a better idea if you're aware that, hey, the enemy Pharah is behind. We should probably worry about that. Stuff like that. But other than that, I'd say it was a pretty good game. You had really decent orbs. Your coalescences were fine. You also steamrolled the other team. But I will say this. If anybody wants a VOD review, I will leave a link in the description for the form that you can fill out in order to get your VOD reviewed. Fill that out, and I'll get it to you as soon as possible.
Thank you for joining us on the only YouTube
YouTube VOD review.
The only YouTube channel that exists, because I created YouTube.
Exactly. She created YouTube. I'm the only channel on here. Okay, now bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.